Whether it's your latest supercar, your daily driver, your pride and joy, or your classic, no matter what you've got, if you want to keep it in good condition inside and out, it needs to be done with the right equipment and the right polish and the right methods, which is why CodeClean is the favourite product for many classic and prestige car owners. Here with Robert Young of CodeClean, who started the company 5 years ago, ostensibly for the polishing of high specification luxury yachts and powerboats. And the one thing with any of those products, there's no garage to put them in, unlike your car. But before I carry on, we'll find out off Robert exactly what it is that has made CodeClean the #1 choice for prestige and classic car owners. Robert, just give me a little bit of background to CodeClean.
Well, when we started it, we were in the marine industry, as you said, and if you want to wax a boat, there is no garage. So we had to produce products that A, would work in direct sunlight, and whereas most waxes you buy say do one panel at a time, but if your panel's 60 foot long and 17 foot tall, you've got to have something a little bit special to do it. So we developed products to be easy on, easy off in the marine environment, which is, compared to cars, it can be very, very aggressive. And we went on from there, and then somebody in the car market discovered us, and it just went viral. So we're now mostly an auto products company.
Looking at the range, and the range is extensive, just talk me through what the products are and what they all, a brief idea of what they all do.
Well, what we start off with is step one. They put that on their vehicle, it removes all the dirt, but it also strips off all the wax and all the polish. So you're now starting with clean paintwork. You're not putting polish on top of wax that's got stains in it. Then we've got our #1 product, which is Cöde wax, 40%. You wipe it on the car, it can stay on there all day. It doesn't go hard, doesn't go white, doesn't stain, then you simply buff it off. And in between times is the #3, and that is just a wash and wax that doesn't strip off this. All the other products have been designed to do specific tasks. We've got this one, for instance, which is a waterless wash. Now that's designed for people who want to give their car a quick detail without getting a mop and bucket out. We've got leather cleaners, we've got wheel cleaners. The whole range has been designed to be easy on, easy off, and as pH neutral as we can make it. No acids, we don't do acid at all.
And the other thing is, looking at it and talking to people, it's easy to use. It's self-explanatory and easy to use. You don't actually have to be a high-class body finishers to be able to use the CodeClean product.
Oh no, it's all designed to be easy on, easy off. It's got to be easy on, easy off. Cöde wax is Cöde wax. We use T1, which is the best, the whitest. Well, that's it. If you've got the best, T1, you just wipe it on and wipe it off. Simple as that.
And the interesting thing is, to use as an example, we have a 3 Series BMW that suffered from what many car of its eras suffered from, the fact that the red paint has faded to pink, and something that your wax can turn around and turn the car straight back to red.
Well, somebody said it correct. They said it looks like a car that's been pulled out of a duck pond. We haven't touched it. We've got a team of detailers here today from SAS, and what they're going to do, they're going to clean it, they're going to polish it. Polish is abrasive. That's going to take the pink off. Then they're going to wax it and shine it, and come the end of tomorrow, you'll see an amazing difference in that car. Amazing.
Right, thanks very much, Robert. We'll talk to Robert before the end of the day and when the BMW has been turned back to its lustrous red self. I'm here with David Warburtons from Specialised Automotive Services. David and his team are more than used to working on some of the world's most desirable cars, both in restoration and maintenance. It's David and his team today who are turning this rather pink BMW back into the factory red from which it came. David, if you could just talk me briefly through what it is you do from taking a car that's in, shall we say, a slightly neglected state to being concours again, or looking reasonably as it should have done when it left the factory. I noticed the CodeClean products here to start with. To start the process off, in this instance you're using CodeClean surface prep. What exactly is this? I mean, I know you put 50 millilitres of it in with water, but from there explain exactly what it does, please.
Well, what we'd normally do, firstly, before we polish the vehicle, would be to wash the car off. We generally power wash the car to take off the loose contaminants, and then while it's wet, and softening the contamination that's on the car and the dirt, we would mix 50 millilitres of surface prep into warm water, 5 litres of warm water, and we'd use a normal sponge, and we would wash and agitate the car using the surface prep. And once we've done that, we would just wash it off with clean water.
Right, so that is the surface prep, that's the process using that. To use the clay cloth, what effect does it actually have?
Well, the clay cloth manually removes any contamination that's still embedded and stuck to the paint film, which hasn't come off with the surface prep. The surface prep will only take the loose contamination off. This will take off things including fly swats, it'll take off overspray if it's been in a body shop and they haven't masked it correctly. It will take off tar and any embedded contamination.
Throughout the polishing process, I noticed that you've taped up a lot of the black edging and black trim. Could you explain why you would actually do this in the process of cleaning a car?
Because we've got the luxury of polishing the vehicle with a machine, rather than have any debris and splatter coming from the polisher, going over the glass and the rubber trims and the little holes in the wiper blades and all the hard to clean places, it's far easier to mask them up. If you're doing the cleaning process using your hands and not a machine, you don't have to mask these things up, because you don't have the spatter that we will have using a machine.
The one thing I do notice on the odd occasion I clean my car, if you get polish on, say, the black trim, it's hard to get off. What exactly do you do to remove? Is it just soap and water again?
Yeah, we'd use the surface prep in order to clean those off, but when we use the waxes that CodeClean now produce, you can wax the paintwork and the rubber seals and all the black plastics without any white staining.
So that's another one of the great benefits of the CodeClean product.
Yes, it's far easier than on a lot of the time. You had to be very accurate when you were polishing, because if you got it on the back black mirror sections and black bumper rubbers, they were a pain to clean off, where with these products you can clean everything with this wax and it'll come off.